What's up, guys? It's Squall Rush, and this is Anime Sessions. Here, I will cover anime topics or debates across various types of animes that there are no answers for. I will deep dive and research these topics and find the answer, if there is one. So welcome in, and thanks for viewing today's topic of... When did L know for sure that Light was Kira? In episode 3, L suspected Kira of being possibly a student due to the time of deaths happening after class. After L publicly announced this, Light's father, who is also a cop, he notes this down in his laptop. Light ended up hacking his father's laptop, and this is where he found out that they're already suspecting a student due to the time of deaths happening after school. Light, in response, writes a bunch of deaths ahead of time to kill one criminal off every hour. On the outside, it looks like this is to throw off the police to make sure it doesn't look like it's a student doing this since the timing is off now. But in reality, to someone as smart as L, it looks like as soon as they mentioned the possibility of a student, Kira started killing off people every hour as a response to him, which can look pretty sus. Like, imagine playing a game of Among Us, and every room you see White coming out of, there's a dead body. Then you follow White around the rest of the game, and there's no more deaths. It would look pretty sus, right? Well, L suspected a student, then the deaths started happening all over the place. Or not student hours. So this is the same concept as the Among Us one. You suspect someone of certain patterns, and when you call them out on it, the pattern change. Also, this means that everything else says to the police is confidential to the police only. So it means whoever Kira is has access to police information. This move by Light is kind of a double-edged sword, because it shows his hand a little bit. Confirming Kira has access to police information severely narrows down the pool of people who Kira can possibly be. But this means L has to turn to the police to investigate them. But this can also turn the police against L if they feel offended in any way. Also, at the end of episode 3, it was revealed that Light was actually being followed. There were a number of FBI agents that L sent to investigate the police, all tasked with their own families to secretly investigate. Ray Pember was an FBI agent who was sent to secretly investigate Light. All the killings that Kira did in episode 3 to throw off the police, he was also experimenting with the Death Note to see what kind of control he has up till the time of death with his victims. So after Ryuk tells Light that he's being followed, Light uses all that knowledge he gained from all the killings he did in episode 3. In episode 4, Light lures Ray Pember into a bus, which he used the Death Note to have a criminal hijack the bus. Ray tries to gain Light's trust to stop the criminal from hijacking the bus. However, Light already knows that he's an FBI agent, but he pretends that he's suspicious of Ray Pember and asks for proof that he's not with the hijacker. Ray was forced into a position to show his badge with his name and face on it to Light, which is all Light needs to kill someone with the Death Note. In episode 5, Light tricks Ray Pember to write down all the FBI agents' names into the Death Note, and then all FBI agents die simultaneously. Light does this to throw off L so he can't pinpoint one FBI agent. Also in episode 5, Light was retracing his steps and stated that the hijacking incident was his most uncareful incident. He also stated that if anyone found out that he can kill without using heart attacks, then he'd be in serious trouble. Naomi Misura, she was Ray Pember's wife, and she was also part of the police. When Ray Pember got home after the bus hijacking incident, he told Naomi about the hijacking incident. He stated that the hijacker died and that he showed his FBI badge. To mostly everyone, they only know that Kira can kill with heart attacks. But to Naomi Misura, she found it weird that the hijacker just died and was suspicious of it. After Ray Pember's death, she had a hunch that Kira can kill other than using heart attacks. Both Light and Naomi were at the police station. Light was there to bring his father clothing, and Naomi was there to reach Elle to give information about Kira. When Light catches wind of this, he wants to see what Naomi knows. When he finds out that she has a hunch that Kira can kill in other ways other than heart attacks, he has a lengthy conversation with her to get her information and then kill her with the death note. When Elle found out about Naomi Misura's death, he suspects it's Kira's doing. He also finds out that she's the wife of Ray Penber. So, he looked at the people Ray Penber were investigating and found Light, the young son of a police chief who fits the mold of everything Elle suspects Kira is, a student with access to police information. So, he sets up cameras in Light's house for 24/7 surveillance. During the surveillance, he was suspicious of everything Light was doing. On the outside, it looked like he was a normal teenage boy. A boy who studies, a boy who has naughty magazines, and hangs out with his family. But to Elle, it looked like Light knew he was being watched and was acting. When Light and his family were eating dinner, Elle displays a message on TV stating that the police were sending more FBI agents to find Kira. Light sees through this, but states this is the same trick that they used before, and he wouldn't be surprised if Kira saw right through this. It cuts to Elle, who smiles and chuckles. He tells Light's father, "Your son's clever." This is the moment right here that Elle knew for sure that Light was Kira. In episode 6, Light's father asks Elle if Elle showing his face means that he's lost to Kira, and Elle admits he's lost. Someone as smart as Elle admitting with all his genius that he cannot figure out who Kira is. He knows Kira is around the same level of smart or more. When Light says that Kira would see right through the message on TV, it says two things. Light is super smart, like Kira, and 2, how does he know that Kira would see right through it? It wasn't enough evidence to arrest him, but in all of Elle's psychological smarts, he knew that snarky remark was a jab at Elle. Elle is super smart, but he also understands personalities really well. Light is very good at hiding his emotions. Elle, on the other hand, is not very good at hiding his emotions. You can tell what Elle is thinking every time it cuts to his face. He was happy that time Light made that remark that he could see right through that message on TV. When the police find out that Shinigamis are real, Elle freaks out. But when Light states that it's possibly a false statement, it cuts to Elle's face, and his face goes from freaking out to looking suspicious. When Light lost his memories and he was pretty much an innocent man, Elle was depressed and you can see it on his face. When Light regained his memories and returned back to Kira, his first words he used when they caught the substitute Kira was to compare the names in the notebook to the ones they have on file. It cuts to Elle, who immediately looks suspicious. Elle cannot hide what he's thinking, but to only us as viewers see his expressions whenever it cuts to his face. When Light made that comment about Kira seeing through that desperate of a message on TV, Elle's face is happy. Why would it be happy? Because he found out who Kira is. Subtle, but this is when Elle knew for sure, because he can't hide his emotions and we see it on TV. Throughout the rest of the show, we see who Elle is zoning in on, and they are not looking at anybody other than Light. Well, alright peeps, I appreciate your time, but that's all I got for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed gaining some knowledge. If you did, then check out my other videos. There's plenty of knowledge I got online, and I would appreciate the views. So, y'all have a good one. I'm out.